Are you a newbie in Raid Shadow Legends? Do you want to become an endgame player as fast as possible? Well, if that is who you are and that is what you really want, listen up, because I'm going to give you my tips for entering into the endgame in less than 4 months. Now, obviously, I've done it in less than 4 months, but if you do something similar to me, you most probably could reach the end game much faster. But that's also because I had a champion option, and I know that this year can also take you longer. Now, the reality behind it is, depending on your defensive options for your champions, this year will change everything. Example, if you join right now, your legendary that you're gonna get is Ronda. I managed to get Ultimate Death Knight as my legendary, then I got Ronda as my legendary. So I actually have two legendaries helping me out, which is why I'm capable of entering the end game now instead of entering the end game in another 2 months' time. And in case you don't believe that I am talking about it as per the 6 month, here's my login. This is every day for 120 days. I am exactly 6 days away. So yeah, basically 4 months to reach endgame. You don't believe it's endgame? Let me show you what I mean. This is a level 20 dungeon. This is sitting at level 18. I have two more levels to go if I really want to conquer. Minotaur is completely conquered. This is the end of early game, late mid game. 6 levels to go on Ice Golem, which I cannot defeat. Same thing to do with the dragon. And as you can see right here for Spider, I'm incapable of really climbing up into the end category. Fire Knight's Castle, you're going to see the exact same thing. I'm stuck on the early stages. Can't really progress through this because I don't have enough output on damage to counter the healing ability. If I had somebody who could reduce the healing ability, do turn meter cooldown, I'd be able to get through. I'm actually working on a champion with that particular set of abilities, and the problem is that they don't have a multi assault, which is what's going to hurt me on that particular champion. And last but not least is Sand Devil's Necropolis. I haven't even passed stage 5, and I cannot pass stage 5 as yet because I don't have a team that's capable of defeating the champion, the boss there, fast enough. So yeah, I am end game in several regions of the game. All of these in the starting region, I can probably 20 them all out, but I wouldn't run them at 20 because they are just way too time consuming. In terms of these, I might be able to get these two to 20 in the next 2 months. There is a possibility I'm weaker in Ice Golem than I am in Dragon. I might be able to actually beat Dragon with a little bit of tweaking on my side. I might have it coming for me in the next 2 to 3 weeks, but it all depends on how I manage to play this out in the end. Sand Devils, I have no idea when I'm going to conquer it. Fire Knight's Castle, there's some things that I have to consider before I get to that point. And yeah, that's everything that needs to be said. That day is completely conquered. This year could be conquered, but I don't want to do it. Okay, in terms of Doom Tower, let's go up. As you can see, I am a floor 100 conqueror. That means that the next few floors are now open to me. I have the next 10, so up to 110. This is going to be a Nether Spider, and I can defeat the high level Nether Spiders. The only catch is what level is it going to appear as. I know I can defeat it at 195, but beyond 195, I most probably couldn't defeat it, considering that the last time the champion I used to do it only managed it with a couple seconds to spare. So yeah, there is another really crazy thing for me to consider. Yeah, I might be able to defeat the Nether Spider with a crazy mechanic manipulation, but I have to see whether or not that works. It's a 50-50 chance, and it's more or less more likely to fail than it is to succeed. Completing this year, I just wanted to double check something. Oh, I can't get higher than this. I thought you could get the max level items. So it's just another farm for the exact same items that were from the lower level boss. It's a little bit sucky. I thought this was going to give me the legendary chance. So looks like, if I'm correct, I have to go hard and conquer the entire dungeon, which is not going to be easy. I'm a little bit scared of going up to this place. This is crazy difficult. I wouldn't even think of getting to 120 here. Okay, so yeah, I'm dropping that right now. So yeah, as you can see, I am in the end game. In terms of capabilities within Demon Lord, I could possibly fight Ultra Nightmare and actually put in quite a bit of damage. The catch is that I'm going to be using turn-based manipulation to try and get any power. And even though these are really powerful boxes, it's just one up on where I am in Nightmare. And if you look at it, I don't have anything put in here today. Okay, never mind that. I don't have anything to show. In terms of where I am in Classic Arena, I am in Classic Arena Gold 5. No matter what you have to say about it, Gold 5, whether I'm doing it by taking on easy targets all the time, people are trying to drop their level so they can keep climbing. I know why you do that there. When you have too powerful of a team, you go for the decrease, increase on a constant basis. I like to give a nice powerful team so that I can always have people fighting against me, not knowing whether they're 100% going to win. My current team is quite efficient. It can do quite a bit of damage if it gets first turn. If it doesn't get first turn, I'm basically obliterated most of the time. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. Let's go defenses. Oh, battle log, sorry. And looking at my battle log, you can see that they beat me with this team because they used turn down and they used defense manipulation. I lost 13 because they were climbing up. Let's see, 205 defeated me, minus 10. Okay, that wasn't bad. And yeah, I don't have any victories on this side. If I did, I'd show that off. But as you can see, I can fight quite well in the defense. I don't see too many people just ganging up on me. I should have a ton of 160s and 170s if I was weak. Oh, that's a 125, yeah, using the legendary advantage to climb over me. Another thing that I have to admit to you is pulling a legendary is very, very difficult. However, summoning fragments are one of the easiest things for you to get a hold of. This is one of the champions who I really want, and that's because he's a fantastic defense champion. Very easy to acquire for most players, and this here would apply to just about everybody. All you've got to do is get everything in line, and you could also be running with Draxa for yourself. And it may seem like I'm overreaching on what you can do for this particular champion, but that is just the reality behind it. A little bit of hard work and you can get over Draxa in a matter of weeks. Sorry, not weeks, in a matter of 3 months you definitely have him. You can't do it any faster. I don't know why I'm making the mistake of saying things incorrectly. Oh, I managed to achieve that. Yay for me. These little tournament chases, if you go off chasing after every single tournament and every single item, you're not 100% guaranteed to get what you want. Say for example, you get the Classic Arena chase. You get a total of about 24 plus 15. 24 plus 15 is just under 40 tokens per day. If you can spend it correctly and climb up with that 40 hits, you can become one of the top 100 easy, right? You can get to your levels where you're going to start climbing through and earning big rewards. If you're looking at where I am, I'm not in the massive leagues where everything is total chaos and mayhem. I'm in the 5, actually I've been in platinum, right? I've been all the way up, and I've managed to hold it there for about an hour. Holding on for more than an hour is not worth it. The amount of competition that comes through, I think I need to fight every 25 minutes just to be able to keep my rank in platinum stable. But I wouldn't recommend you going after platinum unless you've already dedicated yourself to go for insane amounts of play. This year is a team I believe I could defeat if I really wanted to. Let me just do this here anyway, just to show you. You saw me defeat easy teams. This is a team within a good enough range for me to fight. Who knows, maybe I win, maybe I don't win. But this is one of the things that you have to think about. The next thing is going up, regardless of what people say. People can tell you that it's more difficult to stay in the higher levels. That's not really true anymore, as far as I can tell, because most of the high levels are super simple for you to deal with. Oh, he's gonna go down. Yeah, as I said, it was an easy match for me, so I took it on there quickly. I don't normally do that. This is too risky, especially when people run legendaries. Generally, they can overpower the legendary and give you a false image of the rest of the team. So, for example, I've had it before where someone had a 130 team, and all of the legendaries only they had a single legendary and they had a 130 team, and everybody else only contributed about 15,000. So there was 115,000 on a single legendary. One assault wiped out my entire team with full defense up. It's something that you have to consider. You have to think about it because people can be real tricky like that. In terms of overall ability, as I showed you, this is where you have to be able to achieve this. Now, just following my tips isn't going to make it the easiest for you because you may not be able to have UDK as your primary or in your start, and it's going to make this slight difference to you overall. It does have quite the impact. It is going to hold you back quite a bit. I'm actually going to improve. Let's see, I'm going to improve accuracy. Yeah, fantastic. So now I've improved accuracy on Void. My Void wasn't upgraded at all, and as you can see, my level is going up. The reason for me... Oh, why didn't it take from the other? He's going to check something again. Yeah, it should have written out that particular piece on the side there. Okay, so yeah, I was just considering why this didn't go first because I wanted to get rid of that server. It's been there for very long and I haven't gone back to server in ages. Going back to server would be a massive blow for me and I hope I don't ever have to do that. So yeah. Okay, so Deacon. I really wish I had Deacon, to be honest. This guy is just so powerful. And it's not like I haven't tried to mercy system. Does it show how much of mercy I'm on? No, it isn't. Oh, so I should be up to 5 times 50, 250% merciful. That's crazy. I should get 10 set and try it as soon as possible. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, in terms of getting to Arbiter, I am really, really close. I am so close that I can actually smell Arbiter right now. And at the end of all of this here is Ramantha, Drake's Blood. And this is also another amazing champion to get. You want him, you really want him that badly. Support. Just looking at this here is just incredible. Weaken as one of the abilities, increase attack, decrease enemy buffs. That's so important. You could use that there against the Nether Spider. Let's see, revives all dead allies by 35% HP. Okay, so yeah, that's just the basics on this here. There's not much that I can do right now or show you in terms of where to grow. And as you can see, I'm already stockpiling potions over here. This is for the next CVC in 2 weeks' time. And we'll see how that goes when that finally arrives. That's something else that I have to admit. If you stockpile your energies, you can actually do a lot more in those CVCs before you end up spending your gems. If you look at me, I still have 350 to go on getting one more boosted up higher area here. Wait, actually I have something else to do besides this here. So those are the things that you really want to do. Somewhere I have something that also improves this here. This is something that I just have to say for the basic. Improving these is such a small thing. There we go. It seems like it's such an insignificant thing, but looking at this here, plus 10% HP, plus 10% attack, and then I'm going to give it 7% accuracy and 7% resistance. If I did this here with a legendary, that would be just another. If I did this here with an epic, that would also add to that levels. And it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal for most people. But if you manage to do it, do it. Go all the way. Master it out, do whatever you can to get that in, because that's going to give you a massive, massive advantage at the end of the day. Got nothing more. You just have to have doubles. This here might, yeah. But these are all sacrificials, so I won't even bother filling that in. There should be something else. Oh, nothing there. Sylvan watches, I don't even own one, so yeah, that's a waste. Alright, so yeah, you've seen the basics. Improving the Guardians is just like improving the Great War. If you have that on your side, you can have 10-20% extra bonuses being pushed up on you. That makes a big difference in actual combat. Obviously, those don't really affect me that much right now, wherever I'm fighting. I have limited. I have some on, as you saw, the Orc, and some on Orgy tribe. So that's just going to help me in Infection War. So when I decide to take on anything here, let's see, where is it opening? 6 days. This is going to have a massive improvement. Instead of 10 stars, I most probably could improve it by another 2. This is already improved. With that, I think I conquered another 2 levels, and I got another 2 stars in total. So yeah. I wish I could get up another. Oh, I'm just gonna do this here to waste my stuff. Putting in 4 more stars doesn't seem like such a big thing, but it makes a big difference at the end of the day. You can see that I'm actually going after the goals, increasing my chances wherever I can, making sure that I have a little bit better of staying power if it is possible, and that is something that I have to say helps with a lot of things for most people's gameplay. So I hope that you all do follow suit and do things which are similar. Hope that you all are enjoying your gameplay in Raid Shadow Legends, and I hope that I will be getting more people to watch my videos, because soon I'm going to be releasing my top picks for heroes for you to use for beginner players. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean that it's only exclusive to beginner players. These could be plays that you could use if you don't have enough spend, or if you are unlucky to not get a golden team. That's because I'm going to jump into places where I shouldn't be, wasting silver keys in the Doom Tower, and showing you how effective these unusual champions are. So catch you all then, and have a good day.